Hey guys, think we're recording. At least I hope we are. Pick these 3 rigs off from here. Set them down here where I can reach them. Yeah, this one. I was on Facebook Marketplace Saturday night. I gotta turn you a little bit. I can see that right now. Sorry. I was on Facebook Marketplace Saturday night. And I saw this bunch of fishing tack come on there. This is, and I bought it. She was asking a fair price. There was actually 4 boxes, and I gave a bunch of stuff away to a kid that I did not care for. Here's this old, I guess it's bamboo fishing pole. I can get something to found a reel on there and try it. The eyes are all there. They even look pretty good. The eyes all look good on it. That's the first thing I showed you. This was brand new. Can't tell you much about it. It's not old. Sport Fisher. Doesn't look like a very expensive rod. Made in Korea. That's alright. I don't mind. I use that stuff all the time. This is one I really want for sun fishing. Catch sunfish and perch with. It's probably got 300-pound test line on it, but it's all together. It's a Shakespeare, 7 foot. Can't tell you much else. It's a Shakespeare reel, saltwater reel. There was another big saltwater rig, 9-foot pole, great big reel. Don't know the name on it. It wasn't the name I recognized. I gave it to the kid I gave the tackle box to. This one I'm pretty excited about. It's a 2-piece. I got to do a little tuning. It doesn't want to come apart. A little grease, maybe a little tiny bit of heat here to get the oil down in there. But this is a Zebco. And it had, I'm not sure of the model number because that's missing. But that reel on it, but it's missing the front piece. That feels like quite a good quality reel. That one I'm definitely going to do a little restoration on to use. And then add one of these. This is another Shakespeare pole. And I don't see the name on the reel. Xterra? Xterra. Never heard of it. Don't know anything about it. It's not a real heavy, whatever you call those bait casters. Had one of these. Haven't used one in years. I may put a new tip on it. I used to love fishing with these when I was a kid. You just reach out. Oh, I'm sure somebody else on here has used one. I've got another one somewhere I've never opened. Picked up in the yard sale years ago. This one here is a nice, I have some fly rods, but I don't know anything about bamboo. This is a complete bamboo. It has the name Governor on it. I haven't Googled or anything. Both the tips are here. Neither one is broken. I know one is wet fly, one is dry fly. Don't know how to tell them apart. All the eyes are on it, or guides. It's all complete. That can be cleaned up right there. There's a little bit of whatever gets on aluminum, corrosion. We'll put this back in the case. Knowing me, I'll step on it or something if I laid it down. That one's all there. First tackle box. Now these were not necessarily in this order. Let me do this one last. Oops, this one's spilling all over. Good job. Always do. And it's got some nice lures in it. And like I said, I gave that child quite a few. That one there, if anybody recognizes it, is that something somebody made? That was kind of different. There's another one. I didn't I knew the guy. I've got one like that somewhere else, kind of different. I think that was a walleye thing. Some spoons. Nothing spectacular in here. That's kind of a big popper. I'm wondering if that was more in line for saltwater, possibly bass. Wait a minute, the hook is right there. I stuck my finger in it. Good job. That's that side. There's some map spinners. I mean, there's some nice stuff in there. Some flatfish, Helen flatfish. Nothing on you. Oh, this is a cool little dude here. That probably should go with the more older stuff. That one's kind of cool. I can feel it's made out of wood. Can't tell you much else about it. And it could be just made by somebody. I don't know. But I like old fishing tackle. Some old fishing tackle. And this side's got handle for I think that goes on a Mitchell. One of these old things in it. The scale and a little scale you could use. And tape measure. I've seen those before. That's some kind of jitterbug, different than I've seen before. That's about what's in there. Oh, those are lead sinkers. I can't use them. I should throw them out. That was that box. Now this box was the catch-all. I just shoved a lot of stuff in there. Maybe I'll just pick the camera up quickly and bring you over. We'll kind of scan it. Some jitterbugs. I'm not big on jitterbugs. One of those, some of that stuff there. That's kind of a cool one there. These I've never seen before. Don't know anything about them. Imagine they're bass bait. That's kind of an oldie. I think that might have been a dead fish is what it was called. I think it's a heading. Made that. Up top is little more lead sinkers. And that is what I've ended up putting in this box. There's an unopened little double compartment tackle box. Another little tackle box, go on your belt. That was for taking the hook out of a fish's mouth. I remember seeing those advertised. Some line I won't use. More line. I probably should have thrown that stuff out, but I didn't. That covers that box. Get that out of our way. We'll get to those. Right now we're going to do the reels that were on their own. Set the camera back up. Hope I've got you on target here. Okay. First off, an original Zebco 202. We've all fished with that at one time or another. That's going on that Zebco pole when I get it done. That is a classic right there. I showed you that one. Next is a Mitchell, I think it's a 304. At one time that was an ultralight. Everything works, but it's very dirty. It needs a clean job. Another Zebco 202, but a much newer one. Only has a single crank and it's all plastic. It's much newer. That's just some hooks that I will not be using. Too big. Toothbrush. Must be this guy likes to brush his teeth when he fits. You're an odd one. Jorgensen? Look at the size of that thing. That must be borderline salt water or something. I don't know. There's another odd one here. It does turn, but not well. And this is broke, so it's there again. I can't really read the writing on it, besides it's made in France, but does not say Mitchell on it. I don't know what they fished at that. Saltwater, probably. There's a 300. Once again, very dirty, but everything functions. It's just stiff and dirty. I've never seen a 300 with that shiny spool. That's interesting. This is a I read it on here somewhere, darn it. I wanted to say Johnson, now I can't find it again. Yeah, Johnson Century. It needs some oil, but it does work. It's heavy for its size. This one's broken. The bail is with it, but it's broken here where it goes on. Probably garbage. What's the make on that? Silver Gold Ryobi. Well, that wasn't a bad quality reel. Nice little South Bend. It's a finalist, not a medalist. The fly rod is shot. Two of these things, they need oil. This stuff has been, the guy died that had this stuff quite a few years back, and he wasn't real healthy for quite a while before he died. And there's an 808, the big one. I remember it. I've got another one that goes on a bowl somewhere. Those are kind of cool. I think those were used in salt water. I don't really know. They're lead, so I can't use them. That's about all of any interest in there. Now, these I want to discuss a little bit. I didn't know what these were, and I got online, and a lot of you are probably already saying, yo-yo reels. I am definitely going to fish with one of these. I cannot, in the state of Vermont, on open water, fish with these like they do in other areas. This has to be in my position. Unless the law has changed, and correct me if you know better here in Vermont, limb lines, yo-yo, the other type of yo-yo reels, these types of yo-yo reels that are left unattended are illegal. You can't use them in Vermont. But I can take this and sit there and fish and set it here in front of me where I am with it and it's in attendance. And we're gonna definitely give them a try. They're all different. This is a black one, Sportster it's called. It's got the holes in the back. This one has no holes, and this one just says yo-yo fishing reel on it. This one has a lot of writing. Fairview Plastics, yo-yo fishing reel. St. Peter, Florida, 33711 USA, 8112 42nd Street South or something. And this one has the holes drilled in it. And that was pretty cool. Now this one, Dom, if you're out there, I haven't seen you post anything in a while, getting worried. We all do. This one was turned on a lathe. Pretty cool. Nice job on it. Nice job. I don't know if I'll ever use it or just hang it up. Let me know what you know about yo-yo reels. If you use them, what you think of them. If you've ever seen them. You all have a great day. I think I've showed you everything of any. Oh, there's another fishing, a little nice little ultralight Shakespeare over at the house I should have showed, but I took it over there because it needed, I thought it would just work, and then I ended up tearing it apart. There's some junk reels that I threw out. Other than that, that's it. Kind of a cool little pile of stuff that I really needed. I just couldn't live without it. You all have a great day. Okay guys, you should have yelled. I totally messed up here. Most important box I had. That nice propeller was in this box. And I'll show you why it's important in a minute. Another Nep spinner. These nice sunfish, bluegill, perch, panfish hooks. You know, that's what I fish. Yeah, I really need those. Those are, what in hell? Anybody on saltwater, feel free to chime in and say, oh yeah, I use them all the time. That one there, that's a nice one too. That's that side. Those were flashers. Years ago we used them ice fishing to hopefully attract fish. Didn't do much, in my opinion. Now this box, that right there was the one, and that was made by Hedden. I didn't know. I had seen those before in pictures. That's the first one I've ever held in my hand. Pretty cool, eh? Budweiser. And this was the second cool one that'll definitely, I think that's a creek chub. We're definitely going to paint that and put some new hooks on it just to display. And I really don't know if that's a line clipper or what it was, but that was pretty cool also. And that's what was in this box, or I put in this box. You know, that's not, I would have given that to that kid. That's a Chinese copy. That's not. That's a nice little Finland minnow. And that's what was in this box. So I hope you enjoy this. Sorry I forgot that when I was doing the rest of it, but it's never too late.